In this video, I'm going to teach you how to win your dream relationship and date the types of women that you deserve by using my method of natural attraction. And so, who is this video for? This video is for men who are serious about fixing their dating life. You're not here because you're looking for quick tips or shallow tricks. You're here because you're ready for real results and you've got your life together in most areas. You're smart, you're hardworking, you've built a career that you're proud of. Maybe you're making good money, living in a decent area, and have a vision for your future, but there's that one missing piece, which is dating and relationships, and you've tried to figuring it out on your own, but nothing seems to click. Maybe you've had girls lose interest, ghost you, or like me, you've gotten so many texts like, yeah, like you're a really nice guy, but I just don't see you in that way. And you want to stop feeling frustrated and stop getting those texts from women, and especially stop having girls pull away. You're just ready to stop the cycle of loneliness and finally build the relationship and the life that you've always wanted. This video is for men who understand that success isn't about luck or shortcuts or money. It's about growth and commitment and being willing to do what it takes to create lasting change. If that sounds like you, then keep watching. This video is not for men who have a fixed mindset. It's not for you if you have a fixed mindset. If you're not willing to put in the effort to improve yourself, or just you're looking for quick tips or hacks or like a quick pickup artist routine, then you're in the wrong place. This video is especially not for people who are broke. They're living paycheck to paycheck or not even in a stable place financially. And there's a lot of people that get mad at me for saying that. But at the end of the day, dude, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, like how in the world do you expect to date? Like for real? Like you can't even pay for the date. And so building your dream relationship starts with being in a position where you can actually invest in yourself and invest into your relationship and the future that you're trying to create. This isn't for people who, want to stay in their comfort zone. It's not for guys who make excuses or blame others for the lack of success. And if you're not ready to change or commit, this is not for you. But if you're ready to grow and learn and finally take control of your dating life, and stick with me, I'm going to show you how to exactly do that. So who am I? My name's Selna Kim, although my real name is Connor McCandless. I'm a best-selling author. My work has been featured in the New York Times, the LA Wire, Vice News, which they even sat on my coaching calls a couple weeks ago, actually, which was pretty cool to have them in for an interview and to see what I do actually live. But my journey didn't start, with the sunshine and the rainbows. I grew up in a tough situation, and my parents went through a really abusive divorce that caused me and my brother. The cops actually came and pulled me and my brother out and put us into a shelter. So I grew up a lot of my life in a shelter while the cops were coming to my house multiple times a week trying to get my parents to calm down. So it was a lot of domestic abuse is what I realized later on in my life. That's what it actually was. And we went through bankruptcy shortly after that divorce that caused a lot of the kids at my school to start bullying me because my clothes were just too small. And we couldn't afford haircuts, so I was walking around with we had to cut my hair with some art school scissors that I brought home and stole from the school, and so I had bowl cuts. And so people made fun of me for that, and all of that shattered my confidence, especially when it came to dating. I chased the girls that I wanted, and the ones that I wanted didn't want me. They would always say, you're a really nice guy, but there's this one varsity soccer girl, she rejected me publicly. Even after I tried to confess my feelings, I wrote on a soccer ball all the things that I liked about her, or quote unquote loved about her, and that humiliation really motivated me to seek the help. And I found a mentor, a club promoter, who taught me how to attract women. And I actually started working with that club promoter and started making actually really good money with him. And things started to change really fast in my life. He taught me all the secrets. And I started dating high quality women in general, but there was this one girl. She was a varsity cheerleader captain for a pro team in my city here in Indianapolis. I'm not going to say which team because it'd probably be easy to track her down, but I thought I had it made. And one day I come home after a year of dating her, and she was in bed fucking my best friend. And that made me realize I wasn't attracting the right women into my life. I thought that beauty equals quality, and I realized that I was very wrong about that. And I left the club scene. I started from scratch again, working at Amazon warehouse and moving back in with my parents. And this one family vacation, I met someone really special, a beautiful woman from Texas, blonde hair, just an amazing tan, sexy body. And she became my next girlfriend while I was writing my book. And I published my book, and it wasn't doing very well at the start. I didn't know how to gain traction. I didn't know how to market it correctly, but she stuck with me. And 5 years later now, she's been with me on this entire journey, and she's still by my side as I built my entire mentorship program to help other men achieve that same result. She's actually in the picture behind me here. That's us in Cabo swimming with dolphins. Absolutely incredible time. And so the present day here, I've had the privilege now to work with pro athletes, American Ninja Warriors, doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs. I just had an amazing dude who runs a construction company join my program yesterday. And all sorts of men really struggling with their dating life, but crushing it in their careers. And one of my best clients was just a regular guy named Martin. And 6 weeks into my program, 6 weeks into my mentorship, we're doing our client interview because he literally went from girls rejecting him and pulling away to literally he's like in his dream relationship within 6 weeks. And on the call, he's like sticking something in his ear. And I was like, bro, what are you sticking in your ear? And he's like, dude, I'm partially deaf. You didn't know that? And I was like, holy shit, like I did not know that. And I was so proud of him because he was just like, he's like a regular dude. He's a chef out there in Arizona, and he's partially deaf. And so many people would let that excuse of being deaf be the reason they can't date their dream girl. But now he's in his dream relationship after he applied my material. And out of everyone I've worked with, I'm just so proud of him because of, like, he just didn't let that be his excuse. And now today I've helped over 200 men actually. I used to say 100. I have to get used to saying 200 men now find me and attract their dream girl and relationship. And the results are so good that people literally think I'm lying. People literally think that I'm a scammer. If you go to my Instagram message, or not my Instagram messages, but my Instagram comments, or even on YouTube or Facebook or TikTok, there are people calling me all sorts of names, thinking that I'm a scammer or a liar and I'm bullshitting and making up results. And I'm like, wow, I'm actually impressed. We've come such a far way. And it's our mission to be the world's #1 dating program where men can acquire, build, and master all the skills necessary to date a woman that they are excited about. So here's some of my client results. You have Blake on the left here. He got his first relationship ever this year. That's him in the picture on the left. Runs an electric company. Weston on the right, he said right there, that's our Slack community, by the way, in our Arrows program. He said, I was only getting 6s or rarely 7s. I can never get through the 10s tests. And literally the first week of joining, he studied the material, studied the back-end modules, did exactly what we told him to do. And he started dating a college cheerleader that same week. My man Wild William, aka Bill, makes a ton of money as a consultant, but got divorced. And girls after that, they were friend zoning him like crazy. Great guy, made a lot of money, and a lot of guys think that they need to make a lot of money, and a lot of money will mean success in dating. And really, it doesn't. As you can see, he was making a lot of money. I'm not going to say exactly how much, but however much you're thinking he made per month, triple that, and you're probably in the right ballpark. He went to an event after applying my material, met a girl there. All the guys were chasing her, but he knew exactly the natural attraction blueprint, which we're going to talk about in a second, and she fell in love with him, and now they're successfully dating happily ever after. Nick here, construction, built his own house from scratch, joined my program. He came to me, he was like, dude, I got all the missing pieces in my life, but dating and relationships, I have no idea what I'm doing. He came to me, started dating this girl about 2 or 3 weeks into my program, and voila, 2 months later, she's in love, they're in a relationship, and he's texting me at 6:06 in the morning, apparently, up there, as you can tell, and he says, meet Steph, my girlfriend. Danny on the left, an Australian entrepreneur traveling the world with his dream girl. He was going through rejection after rejection, and within a couple weeks in my program, meets his girlfriend. He's been dating her for a couple of years now. I talk to him every now and then. He actually commented on my Instagram the other day. I love this guy. And there is my man Martin on the right there with his dream girl. Just a typical guy, man, living out there in Arizona as a chef. My man Ray on the left, his ex-girlfriend actually crashed his car, and he said that was a really toxic, abusive relationship. But now, after joining my program, made some huge quantum leaps with his dating life. Now he's with his dream girl. He said that they actually did a road trip down to Mexico. I didn't even know you could do that until him. I'm going to do that myself with my girlfriend probably. It sounds like a lot of fun. And then my man Sam on the right, going on a little sunset cruise with his girl. Absolutely beautiful. From where he came from, he was like, dude, I'm just getting friend zoned left and right. I can't get past the first date. Girls are going cold on me. Came to me, we fixed that very quickly, made a huge transformation. Now he's enjoying his life, living his life. It's perfect. We've helped over 24 men in the last 12 months get into their dream relationship. That's a fact. And have helped over 100 men go from 0 to multiple dates per week. Before I break down exactly how these guys are doing it, here's what you need to know. Again, this is not a pickup artist routine or some magic trick to get a girl to fall for you. Anyone promising that is lying to you. Okay, there's a lot of people doing that I see online now, and it is a pure lie. Natural attraction takes time. It's about learning the skills, putting in the work, and being the type of man and becoming the type of man that women want to be with. It's about you growing into the best version of yourself so you can naturally attract and keep the right partner. If you're not ready to commit to that growth, this is not for you. But if you are, and you're willing to learn what works, and you're willing to take action and embrace the process, there's no excuse why you can't attract your dream girl within 8 weeks, just like my clients have. If you're ready to take control of your dating life, build confidence, and create a relationship that's exciting and fulfilling and real, then keep watching. I'll show you exactly how we do it here in a second. And so again, if you want a quick line, a routine, you're not willing to put in the work on the front end and save years of rejection, years, probably a decade's worth of rejection on the back end, and you're really just not willing to change the way you talk, communicate, and really change the man you are, this is not for you. Okay, I can't emphasize that enough. But if you're willing to work hard, see the long-term vision of a beautiful wife and family, and even your future kids if you want them, and you want more for your life, you're going to want to stick around. Because I'm going to show you how to win your dream relationship and date the types of women that you deserve using natural attraction. So, how does this work? Here's what to do. To transform your dating life, the first step is understanding what's not working and why. Chances are you're being way too nice, you're stuck repeating the same behaviors, expecting a different outcome. And remember, even Einstein said this quote that you've probably heard, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Being nice is killing your attraction. Women don't feel chemistry with a guy who only agrees with them and avoids teasing and suppresses his confidence, or he's just overly nice. You're always going to get the "you're a nice guy" text, and then the magical but comes after that. You're a nice guy, but ... insert rejection. What you need to learn is how to spark attraction, how to say the right things, and build genuine connections, the kind of connection that gets her thinking about you nonstop. Where most dating coaches or pickup artists fail is they focus on one-night success. I'll teach you how to escalate to a lasting, fulfilling relationship. And this includes mastering the texting. Because let's face it, the dating world has changed. You gotta know how to text today. And here's the steps to do it. First, you gotta dial in your confidence, and you gotta know where to meet the right women that are for you. Confidence is everything, right? No more self-doubt, that's the enemy. Even Einstein said, he's like, dude, if I had 60 minutes to solve a problem or I die, 60 minutes, I would spend 55 minutes understanding what the fuck the problem even is. And in the last 5 minutes, just solving for it. Because if you guys are, a lot of you guys are trying to solve for the wrong problem here. A lot of you guys aren't clear on why girls are going cold on you, or why girls have friend zoned you, or what's really happening. And you think you just need to learn a line or a routine. And it's really causing you to have setbacks with your dating life because it's not that. You need to start with the foundational piece of confidence. Then you need to go meet those women that you're interested in and go talk to them and approach them. After that, you're going to practice talking to women. You need to know natural attraction. You need to talk to her, flirt with her. It's not about being a playboy. It's not about being Hugh Hefner, okay? It's about just being able to attract and have that witty, charismatic banter with a girl that you find attractive and interesting. It doesn't mean you gotta marry her right there. It just means, hey, she looks good. She sparked your interest. Let's go talk to her. Let's go approach her. Let's go open her. And then let's attract her. After that, you build a connection with her. Okay? A lot of guys are really good at talking to the girl and they're really nice and they can build a connection, but they're not good at attracting the girl. And you need both of those. You need both of those. And then after that, you need to learn how to escalate to the date and close on the date. And from that, you go from date to the relationship. And a lot of guys, how it looks, a lot of guys start up here and they go down and down and down, and then it just plane wrecks and the whole relationship just falls apart. I want to teach you guys how to go up and up and up and slowly raise her interest to where she falls in love with you and wants a relationship like you saw my client's results. So, step 1, confidence and meeting women. What most guys do, they give generic compliments, hoping that she notices him. They buy an expensive car thinking that it'll make them seem high status. They confess their feelings way too early. They text her nonstop trying to force a connection. They agree with everything she says, thinking that's the way to her heart. And here's the problems with that. Women are attracted to mystery and excitement and a guy who's witty and charismatic, not predictable or boring. It's not who you genuinely are, so it feels forced and awkward, and it leaves you confused, wondering what went wrong. Girls see through it. They get bored, they pull away, and you're left scratching your head. Trying to prove your worth screams insecurity, which is the biggest attraction killer. Here's what you should do instead. Identify the girl that you want. It baffles my mind how many people are forcing themselves to go to the club and they don't want to date a club girl. I'm like, why are you going to the club then? Because some bum online told you, oh, you should go to the club to meet women. You need to get a clear vision of what exactly you're looking for. What's her personality? What does she look like? What's her hair color? What's her values? What's her lifestyle? How old is she around? What kind of car does she drive? Get specific. What kind of girl do you want? Where is that girl? Where would she most likely be at? If you like athletic women, then you should probably be talking to girls who probably shop at what? Dick's Sporting Goods? Maybe girls who are in run clubs or volleyball clubs. That's maybe where you should hang around and do, because even if go to a run club and be healthy, go to a gym. That's probably where those types of girls are going to be at. You need to put yourself in those environments. After that, you need to simply approach her with confidence, know exactly what to say to grab her attention and spark interest, and then play the long game, escalate and play the long game and sustain it to a relationship. And here's the benefits of this. You date the girl that you're actually excited about. Your confidence skyrockets because you're with a really great girl and you know exactly what to do and the path is so clear. Your friends are in awe asking, how did you land a girl like that, dude? Their jaws are hitting the table. Like, it feels so good when I walk into a restaurant with my girl and there's guys at that restaurant who they turn their heads to look at you. Because they're like, dude, he's with such a hot girl. Like, how did he do that? And so many guys, it's so sad, so many guys settle for women they don't want just out of scarcity because they don't know what to do and they don't have any better options. But the benefit of this also is that you create a predictable, repeatable process for dating success. So if, let's just say you meet the girl that you don't really want to be with. Maybe she's a really hot girl and you attract her super easily because once you know this, it's easy to attract her, but she's not really high quality. She's hot, but she's not high quality. You can just do it again when you find a really hot and high quality, beautiful woman. Girls stop going cold on you. They're chasing you now. And your dating life feels effortless and fun, as it should. So how do you do that? You need to build attraction and make her chase you. And the problem with being too nice, like a lot of you guys are being, is that it's not who you really are. And deep down, you're a confident man who wants to show up authentically. But self-doubt holds you back, making you suppress your true self. And that self-doubt causes you to avoid flirting or building attraction because you're afraid of rejection. But guess what? Being afraid of rejection makes rejection happen more. Women want a man who's confident, who knows what he wants, and if you keep being too nice, you'll stay stuck in the cycle of rejection, frustration, and eventually bitterness. And you'll go all red pill mode about, oh, all women suck. It's not all women, it's your process that sucks, bro. You need a behavior change. You need a process change. It's time to change. You'll go on dates, but there'll never be that spark if you continue down this path. So what's the solution? It's natural attraction. My method. Girls will slap your arm playfully. They'll act shy around you. You'll have that sparkle in their eye when they're talking to you. And you'll know that they're into you, and your text will be fun and flirty and filled with anticipation. When's the last time that you've been texting a girl and you're smiling at the phone because she's laughing at every text and she's having so much fun talking with you or texting you? When's the last time you've just smiled at a simple text you've sent to a girl that you've liked? In person, it's like magic. She'll be all over you, dude. All over you. And you'll know the signs that she's interested in how to escalate naturally. Holidays feel exciting. Imagine taking her to Christmas lights at the zoo. That's what I always wanted. I always saw my friends going to Christmas at the zoo, and they would never invite me because I never had a girl. And I would see them posting selfies, and they were taking pictures with their girl in front of the animals and drinking hot cocoa. And I was like, man, it's just the simple things in life. I just want that. I really wanted that. You can have that, but you need to change your process. And you'll have the confidence to approach, attract, and build the relationship with a girl that you truly want. So how do you attract the girl that you want and build a relationship? Here's where most go wrong, is that they meet the wrong girl. Or they see the girls they want, but they don't approach. They don't learn how to flirt playfully. If you don't know how to talk playfully and you don't know how to flirt, it's not about, it isn't about being a jerk. It's not about being like Hugh Hefner. It's about communication is fun. It's charismatic. It's engaging. Think of it like upgrading the way that you talk. People don't know how to close the deal either. They don't know how to go for the number. They don't know how to playfully flirt to get the number. And especially where most guys go wrong, and most people don't teach this because it's the hardest part of the game. How to sustain attraction all the way to a relationship. Because most guys, again, how it looks is her interest starts here, and she's interested, and it starts pretty good, but her interest slowly goes down and down and down, and then crashes and burns and just falls apart. And especially, most guys don't master the skill set. Once you have the skill set, you are ahead of 99.99% of the competition because the competition doesn't know this stuff. And think about it from this way. You only need one girl to build your future with. There's 3.5, maybe almost 4 billion women today? 4 billion women. Let's say half of those girls are married or just not your type. And knock another 500 million off of that. We're at 1.5 billion still. Just being generous. And you only need one quality, beautiful woman to build your future with, dude. Only one. And I've heard also, I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that there's more women than men out there. We're not trying to be Hugh Hefner. We don't need 3 wives, okay? I personally don't. I don't want that. I'm sure you guys don't want that either. You just want one quality woman. We just want one beautiful life with one beautiful woman, man. That's all I wanted. So how do you get to the relationship? You need to escalate the interaction naturally, from exchanging numbers to going on dates and ultimately building a connection that keeps her invested. Then you need to sustain attraction. Most guys struggle after the first date because they don't know how to build the interest past that. And that's why girls go cold, and especially, it doesn't just happen right there. It happens before that because he's not playful. He doesn't know how to build attraction, doesn't know how to flirt. And you'll know how to maintain her interest and create a relationship on your terms. And this is exactly where most dating coaches and pickup artists fail because they focus on only one-night successes. They focus on only getting one girl for one night or two nights, and they try to make you believe, oh, once you just have her for one night or a couple of nights, then she's gonna be putty in your hands. It's not true, dude. The game really begins after this. And pickup artists and other dating coaches try to sell you on, you just gotta get it to one date. You just need to get it to one night in bed, dude, and then your problems are solved. Dude, I promise you, bro, that will really mess up your dating life if you believe that. So do you want to learn how to do this? And a key are you the guy who's got his life in order, you're probably making six figures or somewhere around that, you have your shit together, you live in a solid place, you're probably meeting women, but dating is kind of like that last missing piece? You're ready for that relationship, building that chapter of your life, and you want a shortcut because you value time over money and you're ready to grow and change things? Then book a call with me or my team below. There should be a button or a link around this video somewhere. And on that call, we'll run you through your current situation. We'll figure out your goals, what's holding you back. Only if we are 100% confident we can help you. Worst case scenario, we'll just point you in a different direction. We are very particular with who we work with in my program. We only work with men who are serious about fixing their dating life. They value growth and they're ready to take action. They've built a solid foundation in life, but they want to master this area in this part of their life as well. We do not work with men who have victim mindsets, people looking for a quick fix or a shallow trick, those who blame others and give up easily, people who haven't created a solid foundation for themselves, especially people who need permission to take action and do something like this. But we will show you how to meet the right type of girls, how to approach her, how to find them and approach, because a lot of guys have problems with approaching. They get way too nervous. They have approach anxiety. And so first we'll show you how to exactly figure out what type of girl you want, where to find that girl at, and how to approach her and how to open her. After that, we're going to teach you how to be playful, be flirty, because a lot of guys are way too nice, and so they can talk to the girl and build rapport, which is also important, but they can't playfully flirt. And if you can't do that, the girl is always bound to go cold, and girls can't explain that really. They don't really know why. But you need to be playfully flirty, and that doesn't mean that you have to be a playboy your entire life. It doesn't mean you need to change who you are exactly. It just means that there is a piece of the playboy's playbook that we need to take and apply and literally just upgrade the way that you communicate a little bit. Just upgrade the way that you tease her and flirt with her. That's what you want to do right there, and combine that with building a connection with her and building rapport. And that's going to get you to build attraction with the girl, which is exactly what you need to close the deal. And so once you close the deal, you get the number close, or you get the date. After the date, one of the most important parts is that we need to teach you how to sustain her attraction all the way to the relationship, if that's what you want, if you want a relationship. Because most guys, again, they don't teach that. Her interest starts here, and it slowly goes down and down and down and ends in a plane wreck. But I want to teach you how to take her interest starting here and build it up and up and up slowly over time to where she does want a relationship. And so you really have two choices here. You can take this info and you can try it on your own, or you can get a shortcut. We provide the shortcut. I've spent 8 years and working with the best mentors, working with my mentors, working with clients to figure out the best method to help you guys attract your dream girl within 6 to 8 weeks. I spent $150,000 of my own money in coaches, how to be a better man, how to be a better leader, how to be more confident in people, and especially in people to help me build systems and processes for the best results for our clients, because I didn't know how to do that. I was like, so I might as well spend, in a better word is invest my own money in people that know how to do that, and people that have the results that I want, so I can get the same results in my life. I thought that was smart. And it was. $150,000, that's a lot of money to a lot of people. But I've 10x that income or that investment every single time because it saved me so much time. If I did not invest that amount of money, who knows where I'd be, but it certainly wouldn't be as far as I am today. So if you want to leverage all of the money that I've spent on coaches and mentors and processes and systems and skip the 10,000 hours, and that's giving, but skip the 10,000 hours of figuring this out on your own, plus leverage a ton of other men's challenges and struggles that I've personally coached, and make sure you do things right now, or just right from the start if you're first starting, then book in a call with my team today. How do you know if this is for you though? Who gets results? The people that get results are growth mentality people who are working with great careers. They want to start a family. You have the motivation to date the girls most guys only dream of, or even just get the girl that you really want and know you deserve more. You want more for your life. Who doesn't get results with my program? The people that don't get results are people with victim mindsets, people who just want to try and see, I just want to just dip my toe in the water and see. Not the best place for you to be then. People who blame others, people who tap out and give up easily, people who are struggling with money, because if you're struggling with money, it's going to be really hard to focus on dating when you're just trying to figure out where your next meal is going to be at. And especially if you need permission to do something, those are the people that are just not going to get results here. Please do not book in a call if any of those fall into how you live your life, especially if you need permission to do something. From mommy or daddy or somebody else, you need permission to take action. It's not the best place for you. Please don't book in a call. What is the Arrows program? What is my Arrows program that we've created, right? I've been talking about it. What is it? It stands for Effortless Romance on Site. It's a 120-day program showing you how you can attract your dream relationship. My best clients will start dating their dream girl in as little as 2 weeks. The average client, just the average client, goes from 0 days to 2 days per week in as little as 2 weeks. A lot of twos there. So, gotta figure out why there's a lot of twos there, but it's just the facts, it's just the numbers on the table. And here's logistics of the program, the logistics. Again, it's a 120-day intensive program designed to transform your dating life. Group coaching, there's 2 calls per week to ask questions, refine your skills, and grow alongside like-minded men. I host one of them. One of our CSMs in the program hosts the other one. There's one-to-one coaching as well, personalized guidance with a support specialist to tackle your unique challenges. And there's also a course curriculum, easy to follow modules that break down every single step from building confidence to sustaining to the relationship. And finally, there's community support. There's a thriving group of over 100 driven men, by the way, 100 driven men working towards the same exact goal that you have. So here's how it works. Here's how the entire program works. So day 1, you get an onboarding call with a one-to-one specialist to analyze your entire process, situation, and create a path to success. You'll leave the call with 3 to 5 definitive action steps, plus the resources to complete those action steps. Once you complete those action steps, you'll jump on another one-to-one call with your specialist, and you'll review everything that you've done with him and make sure that you're executing things properly, and then you'll have 3 to 5 action steps after that to complete for the following call. You'll get 5 one-to-one calls in the 120 days with your support specialist. In between those one-to-one calls, you'll have direct messaging access to your support specialist, me, as well as the community of over 100 coaches, 100 people doing the exact same thing. Some of them are coaches, some of them are entrepreneurs, businessmen, you name it, but it's a group of over 100 thriving men with what they're doing who have been through the program longer than you and can help you. And there are group calls multiple times per week that you can jump on and ask questions and engage with others in the community. Here's a little look on how it works. So there's back-end modules. The first module is the Confidence Reboot module, where we take where you're currently at and form that current solid foundation that you need to grow from, and also teaching you exactly what type of woman do you want and where do you meet those women at. Second, again, we need to teach you how to playfully flirt with the girl, how to approach the girl, how to build attraction, how to build that connection with her. And these are just a couple videos in the program. There's obviously an arrow to the right because there's more videos in the playlist as you go along. And then finally, one of the most important, which is closing and sustaining and building to a relationship. There's a couple texting videos right there, as you can see, breaking down exactly how to use text and in person to sustain all the way to a relationship, because that is critical in today's dating world. There's also group calls, as you can see. That's me hosting a group call right there with some of the members in the community. A Slack community as well. There's Cameron right here kissing his girl. If you're watching, Cameron, dude, you're a beast, man. I'm so fucking proud of you. He came so far, man. Like, he literally started from girls friend zoning him, rejecting him, and just made a huge transformation with his dating life now. And that's just the Wins channel. This is just the Wins channel community. There's channels over here, announcements. That's where we post the group calls, texting. You can actually send your text and be like, hey, man, like I was thinking about saying this. What do you guys think about me saying this in the texting? Or like texting this girl. General questions style, and then obviously the Wins, which is Karen posting him in the Hollywood Hills looking over, I think LA is right here. He's in California, so it might be the Hollywood Hills right here, kissing his girl on a romantic date. Afro's got 6 numbers since Wednesday. He's an absolute beast, man. Like, all these guys are crushing it. And that's what the Slack community looks like, that you're going to be put into with over 100 members now of driven men trying to achieve the same goal that you are. If you do this, here's the worst case scenario. Learn the skills that will serve you for an entire lifetime. You'll get to connect with tons of other like-minded individuals. You have a proven roadmap and system to help you implement and grow your dating life. That's the worst case scenario. You get lifelong skills. Like, it's a pretty good worst case scenario, in my opinion. And so if you want the shortcut and you want to date the women that you deserve, you want to feel confident talking with women, you want to never have girls pull away and go cold, and you want to attract and meet and build something meaningful with your dream girl, build something meaningful with a lifelong companion, like a family, buying a house with her, taking her to just something simple, Christmas at the zoo. That's who it's for. And so here's just a quick reminder as well. Dating and relationships, they're not going anywhere. It's the least competitive it's ever been today. Okay, people try to tell you, oh, it's so competitive, you got to get rich. Red pill guys are like, you got to get rich, you got to be 6 feet. It's the least competitive it's ever been today. Okay, it's about confidence. It's easier to date quality than ever today if you know what to do. And it will only get harder as time goes on. 10 years ago, they would tell you, oh, dating was so easy. And they're going to be telling you that 10 years from now about right now. Oh, 10 years ago, dating was so easy. It's only going to get harder as time goes on. The best time to plant the tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is right now. I just have a simple question for you. What if you could finally date that quality girl? What if you could build the relationship that you've always dreamed of? How would that change your life? How would that make you feel? How would that make your parents feel to have grandchildren one day? What kind of confidence would you have walking into the world with your dream girl by your side? How would it feel to go on dates with her and people are looking and turning their head, wondering how you got a girl like that? If you want a better life with your dream woman, you want to build a family with her and a meaningful life, book in a call with my team. Take action now. Talk to you soon.